Hey guys, just a quick little update. I just wanted to put this in there because something happened. I had a tiny stall yesterday and I wanted to talk about macros and how the bracelet isn't meant to do everything. So I went ahead and I started off yesterday morning again with a big fatty New York strip steak, which felt great and everything was awesome. But there was another little culprit that I wanted to test out, and that was the ultra processed seafood salad that might have been sneaking its little wicked head in. I love seafood salad, but that doesn't mean that it's good for me. So I need to find out if that's a cheat meal. So if you're following along, this is Christy following the ADHD health and weight loss journey. But I'm recently testing and prototyping this bracelet method where we follow hunger cues throughout the day, 21 hunger cues per day to stick onto like a sort of a rotating calorie deficit where you stick with your macros. You're trying to go with what your body craves, but you're within like a hunger budget. So it kind of helps train your brain to intuitively eat correctly within a range for itself, and so we're trying to go for a general deficit, but the idea is if your body's craving something, you're going to have a certain budget to get those cravings in, and so you're probably going to pick better foods anyway. But I had my crab salad. I had it all macroed out with 160 calories with the crab and the thing. I didn't make my own crab salad because I didn't notice a difference when I changed those macros, and in the back of my mind I'm like, is that the ultra processed crab salad? Because I've been trying to avoid at the same time, bad for me foods. So like I haven't been eating hot dogs, been like eating less cheese. I try to make sure I'm getting, like if I haven't had a good morning on the potty, then the next day I make sure I eat a bean burrito so that I do make what I've heard them called churros. But we'll not talk about that too much. But just try to make sure that there's like a good balance and of all the different functions that are happening. So I did have the crab salad yesterday just to try it out again, just to see if it was the problem. And it's the first day that I had a good morning and everything. I did not lose a pound this morning. So we are on day 6 and 6 pounds lost. No 7 pounds, Honestly, that's really to be expected. We don't want to crash diet anyway, so there kind of needed to be a ledge. But I do want to know if it partially had to do with that crab salad. So today I still have some of that crab salad left over in the fridge, but I'm not going to eat it today. And I'm going to weigh myself again tomorrow. And if I see like a spike in a difference, it's not going to take away crab salad, but it's going to turn into like mac and cheese for me. It seems like if I'm eating really well and then I have a big fat bowl of mac and cheese, which is a fan favorite of mine, and I'm not going to substitute cauliflower, I'm not going to do any kind of weird mac and cheese. I don't have a hack for it. I like my mac and cheese. I just also gain 3 pounds if I eat it, and then slowly it comes back off. It is a cheat meal for me. It's like ice cream. It seems like really heavy, dairy-filled, fatty foods don't really fit into my profile if I'm trying to lose weight. So, within the bracelet, this is just sort of like a tool to kind of help track. But at the same time, you're supposed to still be trying to look for the kind of macros that your body needs, how your body responds to. Like I said, I would generally avoid processed food, things that have a lot of sulfates in them and stuff like that. Like probably the food court hot dogs are going to go on that list, even though I do love myself a good Costco food court hot dog for $1, like 63 plus tax or whatever. But I'll just drink my seltzer water like a good girl and keep my bead where it's at, keep my clip where it is. So I am working on getting those prototypes in. This bracelet was actually, because I had it made at the jewelry shop, it's just kind of weak. It actually broke this morning. I had to sit there and like put it back together and fix it. So I imagine that's going to happen quite a bit. But I am working with sourcing different things and getting the more sturdy bracelets in order so that we can start actual test runs. But I'm kind of glad for the wait, honestly, because I need to be the first test run. So even though I'm telling people about it and they might be out there trying to sample it on their own too, We don't have any kind of real prototypes in yet, and I'm just trying to get up interest in people who want to test them out. So honestly, I still think it's working because I still feel that like I wake up and I'm hungry for breakfast feeling, which to me tells me I'm on track. I did get kind of annoyed last night because I wasn't eating a normal dinner. I had the burrito dinner, so I'm actually going to have a burrito again this morning, so that I can eat like chicken and mashed potatoes with the kids later, just because I don't, like diets that feel like they're keeping me back from anything. That being said, I could just be bloating because I walked extra this weekend because I didn't have the car. And so I was just, I got like 11 and 13,000 steps, I think. And so it's possible that, again, adding extra cardio, while good for me, could have caused me to hold in extra water. It could just be also that I'm hydrated. It could also be because it is that time of month for me. It could be because I'm 44 years old. Whatever it is, I'm going to let those hunger cravings in the morning tell me that I'm not going to care what the scale says just a little bit. I'm going to make sure I do my calisthenics and take care of myself. I'm not going to eat that crab salad today, but I'm not going to worry about it because there's any number of things. But I can tell you right now that if I wake up a little hungry in the morning, that's sort of the cue that I'm looking for. That means I was on some kind of calorie deficit. That means overnight my body was eating calories that it didn't have left because I woke up and I was starving. If I was waking up, not starving, but good hungry, if I was waking up in any other kind of form or way, I probably would be more concerned. But I think we're right on track, and I'll definitely update if there are any more updates as far as things go. But until then, we'll be on hold here until the pause also releases itself. But I'm gonna just keep doing what I'm doing. Cheers.